With the frequent rise of the endless runner on iOS in recent years, it seemed only natural that the original gaming runner Sonic the Hedgehog would eventually get in on the act. And that's exactly what Sega and developer Hardlight have done. Sonic Dash is as simple as it looks and sounds. By swiping on the touchscreen, you move Sonic left and right across 3 planes to collect rings and avoid the many obstacles. Additionally, you can also jump, use Sonic's trademark spin dash as well as the homing attack on scripted jump sequences, simply by tapping the targeted enemy. This may take a few runs to get used to if you're more familiar with the tilting of, say, Temple Run, but never is a death in Sonic Dash a result of the controls, but rather your own reflexes. There's definitely an element of risk-reward involving the rings that are littered throughout the track, especially when there's question mark boxes containing either more rings or a magnet that pulls in the larger groups. And no, that's not the magnet shield, it doesn't protect you from badniks and only lasts a limited amount of time. In fact, the magnet is the only pickup, and as satisfying as gathering in multiple rings at once is, it's a shame that there aren't any other variations. There is actually a point to collecting the rings other than getting an extra hit, as at the end of each area you have the choice to bank your rings or proceed to a different environment. Different environments are mainly aesthetic, changing back and forth from either the Green Hill or Seaside Hill zones, with the bonus fan-pleasing areas full of loops and corkscrews, which is a nice touch to cement the feel that this is indeed a Sonic game. On top of that, there's also the boost meter returning from the more recent Sonic games. You still fill the meter by collecting rings, but the difference in Dash is that once activated by tapping, Sonic becomes invincible to every object and obstacle for a set amount of time. It is however a double-edged sword, as when the meter is full, it also increases your score multiplier, resulting in it only ever being activated as a last resort. Really though, the main crux of Sonic Dash is collecting the rings, which are used to purchase the various upgrades and power-ups. The upgrades are permanent, but the power-ups are entirely disposable, resulting in the high scores being more about being the bigger spender. Yes, as you'd expect from a free endless runner, you can also spend real money to improve your chances of getting further. These range from simple ring bundles of 1,000 that only cost 69p, right up to the insane bundle that consists of 100,000 rings plus 600 red star rings for almost £35. Oh yeah, the red star rings. That's the game's other form of currency. Certain power-ups can only be purchased by exchanging these elusive rings, which in turn are obtained by completing missions. The missions are essentially Dash's form of in-game achievements, which vary from collecting a set amount of rings without being hit, to running a total distance in one run. However, these missions are only available in sets of 3, and you're only given more once they're completed. This can become extremely frustrating when, for example, it asks you to fully upgrade one upgrade mere minutes after doing one yourself. And on top of that, there is a limit to the total amount of missions, meaning you can only acquire around 30 red star coins before you run out. Annoying still is the option to spend red star coins on extra characters. That would be great, except Knuckles costs 60, meaning in order to play as him or Tails you need to spend real cash. Amy is cheap enough to get through general playtime because obviously everyone wants to play as Amy, and no, there's no variation in the characters, there's simply skin swaps. It's a shame then that the reward for playing Sonic Dash leaves a lot to be desired. The microtransactions are to the point of absurdity, the constant pop-ups to purchase new power-ups after every death is a continuing annoyance. But at the end of the day, Sonic Dash is an admirably fun, challenging and addicting game that's perfect in short bursts. It doesn't do anything new that hasn't already been done, but fans of endless runners or Sonic in general should definitely give it a look, especially as it's now free. Whether or not you'll want to pay more into the game for an extra try or the currency packs requires almost as little consideration, but when looking at the leaderboard you might find yourself wondering if your friend at the top paid his way there or earned his spot through skill.